Hi, everybody. Welcome back to In the Kitchen.
I'm a mother of 4, it's really busy and time is tight. I was able to return to college because of the Community College Opportunity Grant, a free tuition grant. Hudson County Community College changed my life.
The college community made me feel like a person, not just a number. The Community College Opportunity Grant covers additional costs while keeping me debt-free. I'm building a new future at Hudson County Community College.
Wow, did I have a good day today? Oh, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. Let me share with you. I was on Badami TV. Badami TV has been around for, I believe, 26 years. They have 2 different segments. One is Badami TV, African American short films. Then they have another section called gospel music. Okay, now I was invited to do a short, maybe 3 or 4 minute clip of making a dish that you might have when you come in from church, because this was part of the gospel section for those of you who have seen it. It was really nice. I made some crab cakes, and let me tell you, they were superb. The recipe came from Chef Claude Lewis. Now, Chef Claude Lewis, you might remember that I told you before, he won CHOP for May 2019. I smell my pan. It's starting to heat up a little. Let me add a little oil. Chef Claude, yes, he won CHOP in May 2019, and he gave me the recipe for his crab cakes. And let me tell you, it was so good. I can't stop talking about it, because when I made my crab cakes, like last year, and I put them in the pan, they sort of like fell apart. But Chef Claude gave me this recipe, and they just stuck together in the pan. If you saw the show, you would see exactly what I'm talking about. It looks so good, so tasty, then a little salad on the side. But I really want to thank Badami TV, Frank Badami, and Leisha. I forget your last name, Leisha. I'm so sorry. They were all instrumental in bringing me on board with them. In addition to that, yes, more is coming. I'm going to do something live with them. And then on top of that, they have a subscription services, which you can go online and go into the subscription services and see what they have. And you can, I believe you can download or you can watch, etc., etc. And my shows, it's going to be a part of it. I am so happy. Today was so good. I was so overwhelmed. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm on Channel 7. It was on ABC at 1 o'clock today. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm on TV. You know, it's such a good feeling when you have people out there who believe in you, and I believe in you. That's why I'm doing this, because I believe that you can do what I'm doing and cook. Just, oops, turn it down a little, and cook. And be creative, have some creativity. As you notice, I don't make big dishes with long recipes like that. I do some of the simple things that you're able to do and I'm able to do, and it saves a lot of time. So, Badami TV, my hat's off to you. Thank you so much, and I look forward to working with you in the coming months. Now, outside of that, and I keep checking my pan because I don't want this to burn. First thing is what? Gotta have my wine. And you see, I'm so happy. I'm so joyful today. And thanks everybody, because you make it possible for me to be here every week or every other week as it is. Okay, so Domaine del Riviera. You hear that? Oh yeah. So good. Now, outside of that, my guest this week, her name is Lezlie Harrison. Lezlie Harrison works as substitute sometime for WBGO. I know you've heard of the station. Yes, for WBGO. Her voice is just simply wonderful. You know how the females are, and the men's also, but the female, when they're on radio and they're talking, it sounds so sultry, and et cetera, et cetera. Well, Lezlie is one of those. I am going to put on the interview I did with her after I start this, okay? You'll see she's gonna talk, and she has a video with her singing. Unbelievable. Wait until, she's a jazz singer, wait until you hear her sing. You are going to love it. So enough of that, I brought up everything else. Today, I am taking steak and I'm gonna wrap it around. I have my cream cheese mixed with parsley, or you can have it mixed with cilantro, and this is with cilantro. And I keep checking now because I'm smelling it. And I have some caramelized onions, red and the sweet. A little salt and pepper, and I have a little extra cilantro on the side. So the first part that we have to do is get our saran wrap, because what we have to do, let me move this here, this out the way. What we have to do, we have to bang this steak, and I bought the steak at one of the supermarkets nearby, and it's very thin. You want the steak to be thin because it's going to be wrapped around. You're going to have this the saran wrap. You hear me? Saran wrap wrapped around the steak to pound it. Okay, so let's do this. There is so much going on. I am telling you, so much going on. So I have this. I have a slice, a nice piece of steak. Look at that. And it's already thin. However, my hands are clean. However, I want to pound it just a little bit more. But before I do that, and I'll keep turning this down, I'm going to add a little pepper. Yes, a little salt. Remember, watch your salt intake. There we go. There we go. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna turn it over. Now, I was so busy today, I didn't get a chance. You can season the steak way ahead of time. Okay, you can just season and put it in the refrigerator and it's ready to go. A little bit on this side. Okay. And if you don't feel like pounding it, if you go to one of these places, you can get the butcher department and select the steak and ask them to pound it. But if the steak is a little thick, have them slice it in half. Okay, it could be like an inch thick. Have them slice it in half and ask them to pang it, and you'll be good to go, just like I did. Okay, so I'm gonna cover this with the saran. Oh yeah, I have my little mallet. You probably say, Rene is in a good mood today. Yes, I am, because I was on network television. Okay, so I'm just going to, now as I pound, I'm pushing away because I want the meat to spread apart and get a little wider, become wider than what it is, okay? Oh yeah. Now when you do this, remember now, you want the steak to be wide because you're going to roll it, okay? Would you believe I almost banged my finger? I would have been like this. Say, Rene is crazy. Let me open this, if I can find the M. Oh yeah, look at that. It is actually moving off of the saran wrap. Let me try and put it in the center, like so. Oops. I'm just all over the place today. Okay. Then I'm gonna take the saran, put it on top again. I was trying to actually have some room down at the bottom, so when I pound it, it has somewhere to move to. Okay, let's start again. Notice when I hit, I'm going outward. Turn around. Let's bring this here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now remember what size it was before. And watch what's going to happen. Okay. Let's leave that there. Oh wow. Look at that. It's thinner and it's wider because when I was pounding, I'm pounding and I'm going out, okay? I have another piece that we are going to pound. Bam. Let's take this. Look at that. And it was seasoned with the salt and the pepper. And what happened, it was banged into it. Yes. Okay, so this one is done. Now I have the second one that I'm going to do. Now I just used the regular salt and pepper, but on this one I'm using, who's my favorite spice company? Okay, R.L. Schreiber. I am going to use their roasted garlic pepper on this one, okay? I could use it on both, but if you don't have it, you know, you use your regular salt and pepper. Be right back. I'm back. See how quick that was? R.L. Schreiber. Okay, roasted garlic pepper. Okay, good. I'm gonna take some, put it in my, a lot. Put it in my ham. Open this up and let's sprinkle. Now there is a difference. And what I'm doing also, I'm squeezing this between my fingers because I want to get all the flavor out of it, the oils that are in it. And you can do that with any type of seasoning that you're using. Just squeeze it between your fingers, all right? And that will bring out all the oils. Turn it over. Let's do the same. Let's do the same. Okay. Good luck. Okay, we got that. Let's have some wine. So good. Okay. A little salt. Let's take this. Pull it over. Let's move this out the way. And a little salt on this. Okay, that part, let's move this. Because, you know, sometimes I can be a mess. I told you when I was in culinary school, my workbench was a mess. I was all over the place. But, hey, I graduated, yes, with honors. They probably felt sorry for me. They said, give Rene some honors. No, I worked really hard in culinary school. And thanks to all the chefs at Hudson County Community College, Chef O'Malley, Chef Claude, I always pronounce it wrong, it's a French name. And who else was there? Oh, there was Miss Webb. She did table services. And let me tell you, she taught us how to set up everything on the table. It should be done in a certain way, how far the edge of the spoon should be from the edge of the table. Okay, I think it was like 1 inch, and the fork is, you know, I mean, it was really, really good. And then I had the ice carving with Chef O'Malley. Chef O'Malley is #1. Everybody loves Chef O'Malley. That was great because I learned how to carve. I think mine was a dolphin out of ice. It was unbelievable. Of course, you had a stencil you put on the ice, is stuck, and then you had that machine go zzz. And my partner was Deborah. She comes to my party. She cooks all the time. Deborah Thomas. Hey, Deborah, thank you. We talk like 3 or 4 times a week, if not more, about food. Yes. Okay, so a mallet. I want to do this. Yeah. Oh, this one is really good because I can see that it's getting a little wide. I'll do this side. There we go. Oh, yeah. You're going to see when I remove the saran wrap how wide it is. Yeah. Okay. I think if I bang this a little bit more, it's going to be thin like paper. But when you cook this, it's not going to take a long time. It's going to be a short period of time. Okay, let's see how this is looking. Oh my goodness, look at that. Nice. And it is wide. Oh boy, that's just what I want. See that? Nice and wide. Okay, so put that there. Now, the next part is to introduce you to Lezlie Harrison. I believe she is from New York. She is a fantastic artist. I am going to interview her, and then after that, she is going to perform one of her tracks from a new release that she has out, okay? So let's take the camera and go to Lezlie Harrison, and I'll be right back. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to In the Kitchen with your favorite chef, Rene. Today, I have the pleasure of giving you some music that is going to just lift your spirit. Her name is Lezlie Harrison. Lezlie and I met at the Riverview Jazz Festival in 2019, and then later on, we was hanging out at the after party, which was fantastic. Lezlie, thank you for being here. I am really happy to have you and let people hear your beautiful music, in which everyone you're going to hear one of her tracks a little later on. Lezlie, welcome.
Hi.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Sure, anytime.
Well, thank you very much, Chef Rene, for having me. It's a pleasure. And as you said, we met at the Riverview Jazz Festival, where I was a singer, which I'm a vocalist, and I was also the MC, which I also am a radio announcer. I was representing the jazz radio station that I work for, WBGO, Jazz 88.3 FM, or online at WBGO.org. I have a show on Sunday mornings there, 6 to 8. But primarily, I'm a vocalist, and that's the short version of me. You know, I've been very fortunate to work around the world as a performer. That's one way to travel, is to have work that takes you places. I'm also the co-founder of an organization in New York City called the Jazz Gallery.
The Jazz Gallery?
Jazz Gallery. It's in the Flatiron District. It's been 25 years ago. We started that as a gallery. It started out as a gallery, but now it's become a major music institution with myself, Dale Fitzgerald, and Roy Hargrove, the trumpeter Roy Hargrove. May they both rest in peace. So I've been involved in the jazz scene for a very long time on various levels: Jazz Gallery, WBGO, and as a vocalist, and all the good things that come, from being in that field, including meeting you. That sounds great. And when you get a chance, look up my uncle. His name is Frank Hewitt. He's on I believe the label is Blue Note. Oh, I know the label very well. What does your uncle play?
He passed on, but he played the piano.
Okay.
And he's worked with Dizzy Gillespie, I remember, and a whole bunch of artists. I forget the gentleman's name who runs the Blue Note label. I believe it's Blue Note, but if you look him up, you'll find it. And if you speak to him, tell him that Rene said hello. On one of his CDs that he released, one of my sisters, I think, and my brother, we did some of the liner notes for him because that was our uncle.
You mean the new person running Blue Note, Don Was?
I don't remember the
Bruce
name.
Lundvall. Bruce Lundvall was well, anyway, it doesn't matter. That's a very impressive label, Blue Note. I wish I was on.
Yeah, I believe it was Blue Note. Yes, his name is Frank Hewitt.
Okay.
You might see a little resemblance.
Okay, I will definitely look him up.
How did you get into singing? Was there an inspiration for you? Did you follow a particular artist? And then say, oh, you know what, I want to sing, or you were singing around the house and someone said, oh, you got a good voice. Well, you become a singer.
Well, it's a combination of those things. I always wanted to be, I wanted to be an actress. I mean, initially I wanted to be a dancer. I was, Judith Jameson was my idol as a kid growing up. But because I had, early in my early teens, I had spinal surgery, so that kind of canceled on my dancing career. But then I decided I wanted to be an actress. I always loved to sing. I sang in my grandfather's church. My grandfather lived in North Carolina. When we moved to North Carolina from New York, naturally I was in the choir. So I didn't want to be a professional singer. That really wasn't my first choice. I definitely wanted to be an actress. But oh yeah, I love, and I didn't like, and not musical theater. I wasn't really a big fan of musical theater. But to fast forward, I moved to Paris in the late 80s, and I could carry a tune, because I did sing in the church choir, mind you, in the alto section. I was at a party once and I was singing just to the music. I was standing by the speaker, and a gentleman asked me, he thought I had a good voice, and he said, hey, I'm recording a record. He was from South Africa. He said, would you like to be on my record? I was okay. And then one thing led to another, and so I had a demo, and then someone else asked me to do something. I did a record of a disco version of French children's songs. Like these French children's songs. I did them to like a disco beat. And so I had another demo, and then I led to something else. So I said, oh, maybe I should take this serious when I got a couple of checks. I said, oh, maybe I should be serious about it. But coming back to New York and being on the jazz scene and knowing a lot of really good singers, Cassandra Wilson, Betty Carter, Carmen McRae, I was like, I don't know if I could do that. But anyway, I started to slowly put together a band and learn and expand my repertoire. And even my family they were like, when did you start singing? And a lot of my friends, they really were just like, where'd this come from? So, I snuck up on myself and everyone else.
Your hidden talent, is that it?
My hidden talent, yeah.
A lot of people have started singing in the shower because the voice echoes, and and look at you today. And talking about that, I see that you have a new release. It's called I Wish I Knew, Lezlie Harrison and Saul Rubin. Tell us about Saul.
Oh, Saul is a wonderful guitarist and a producer, and he's one of my best friends. And he's also acted as music director for me over the years. We've worked together for a long time. So what you're going to see today, the video clip, I Wish I Knew, that's on my new record called Soul Book. I love the organ trio setup. So I've always worked with an organ trio when I could. And Saul has been a part of every group that I've ever had. So we went into the studio during COVID. Unfortunately, we couldn't bring the whole band in, and we did this video for a special project. But the song is called I Wish I Knew. It's on my new record called Soul Book, Volume 1.
And everybody, guess what? You are going to watch it right now. Sit back, relax, and watch Lezlie Harrison perform I Wish I Knew. Be right back.
Thank you so much. This song is called I Wish I Knew. It's on my new record called Soul Book, Volume 1. We hope you enjoy it. I wish I knew someone like you could love me. I wish I knew you'd place no one above me. Did I mistake this for a real romance? I wish I knew only you can answer. If you don't care, why let me hope and pray so? Don't you lead me on. If I'm a fool, say so. Should I keep dreaming or forget you? What shall I do? I wish I knew. I wish I knew someone like you could love me. I wish I knew you'd place no one above me. Did I mistake this for a real romance? I wish I knew only you can answer. If you don't care, why let me hope and pray so? Don't you lead me on. If I'm a fool, say so. Should I keep dreaming or forget you? What shall I do? What shall I do? What shall I do? I wish I knew. Thank you very much. Thank you, Saul Rubin. Thank you.
Wow, that was great, Lezlie. I loved it, and I know everybody. I'm listening to you. Look at that big smile on your face.
Well, yeah, it's like, I waited so long to put a record out, and unfortunately it came out during the time of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So, the traction that one might get after a new release is a little different now, but I'm happy that I did it, and I'm glad to have it recorded, and I'm now looking forward to my next record.
Which is, tell us about it.
The next record.
What do you have planned?
I have this whole concept about the Great American Soul Book. I grew up in the 70s with soul music and R&B, and I love jazz. And I've always liked those songs from the 70s, 60s, and 70s. Blue Magic, that Sound of Philadelphia.
Yeah. The Sound of Philadelphia. I love
the stylistics.
That.
Yeah. So I've always liked to do them and Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind & Fire. I've always wanted to do jazz treatments to those songs, arrangements. So the next, and so a lot of that music is on Soul Book Volume 1. Soul Book Volume 2 will be a continuation, but I might put a couple of originals on there because I've been asked to do some originals, and I have some things in my head. Yeah, we're going to do a couple of original tunes, and it's going to be acoustic, this one. It's going to be all acoustic. So I'm looking forward to that. No, like normally I have work with an organ and vibraphone, but I'm going to probably just have like guitar, violin, no electric.
Oh, those two are beautiful
bass
together.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've got some plans. My producer's name is James Brown, who's also my best friend, and he was the push that I needed to get that record done. So without him, it would not have happened.
Yeah. That is great. I can't wait, and I know everybody who's watching this is going to say the same. I want to hear.
I just want you all to go get the new record, the one that's out now. This second record is still. We've been talking about it, but we haven't started the process of going into the studio yet.
Yeah. But I wish I knew. That's it. The Soul Book Volume 1. I just had to look at my notes because it hasn't been embedded in my head. But look, we're at home. This is live. And, we just got to be ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way.
I'll take a sip of my coffee.
And I'll take a sip of my water. Kind of real early for my wine.
Oh, it's always 1 o'clock around here.
Yeah. Lezlie, this is really, really good. I guess we were just meant to meet because that day at that after party, that was really, really nice. And you had on a flowing dress, and I was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we met like in the VIP tent.
Yes. I was working in the VIP tent. Yes. And that's how we met. And then we did that party, and we was playing that game with the wood.
Oh, Jingo or Django?
Yeah. That was kind of intense because we were stacking and just waiting for who won. Somebody else won, right?
I don't believe it was me, but I think we had a couple. I may have won once. I think we played a couple of rounds on that. It was a beautiful night. I remember that.
Yes.
On the rooftop in Jersey City. Yeah. And I remember I emceed that Jersey. I've been to MC for pretty much most of the Jersey City. The Riverview Jazz Festivals. My friend Brian Benninghoff is a producer for that. So in that time, the festival was in downtown Jersey City.
It used to be at Riverview Park.
It used to be at Riverview Park. This was in Journal Square, was it? Right in Journal Square?
No, this one was downtown Jersey City. This was down towards.
I got off in Grove Street. I remember.
Grove Street area.
Right. And I emceed that festival. I emceed a tent. There were 3 stages, I believe, 3 or 4 stages, and I emceed the tent. And I also, sometimes, I wear the 2 hats on one event. I MC and then I also sing, which is fine with me,
But you know what? I missed you MCing. I didn't see you because I was at the VIP tent, welcoming people.
Right.
But I heard your voice. And then by the time I got a break to go over there, you was gone. So I didn't know who was up on that stage. But
I was on my way to the VIP tent.
Out to the VIP, yes. And I moved and came. Yeah. So Lezlie, is there anything else that you would like to share with us before we say goodbye? But I never say goodbye. I say I will see you later.
I will see you later. Well, I just want to let everyone know that I'm on Sunday mornings on WBGO from 6 to 8 a.m. Sunday mornings with Lezlie Harrison. If you're up early, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern Eastern Standard Time. Mm-hmm. And there's an article that's I'm included in an article in the Amsterdam News.
The Amsterdam News?
What? It came out today. It's a review of the record.
Is the Amsterdam News still on? Are they online now?
They're online now. I don't know if they still do. They're online. I'll send you the link.
I remember
but it's also included in my bio.
Okay. And I remember the Amsterdam News when I was a little kid. That was very popular.
Oh yeah.
Amsterdam News been out for like 70 years or more.
Yeah, it's a real source of information in the Black community, but particularly in Amsterdam was in Harlem.
They're on
Amsterdam Avenue.
I think their office is on Convent or St. Nicholas Avenue. something like that.
Might be Amsterdam Avenue. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
wow.
know. But yeah, but that's all. All the links to all that will be on my website too, leslieharrison.net, and it's Leslie, as you know, with a Z.
A Z,
Lezlie
not S.
Harrison, not an S. I'm not an S kind of girl. I'm a Z kind of girl.
Oh my goodness.
But
Leslie,
thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. And of course, I'm going to have you back when something comes up. All you have to do is say, Rene, I got some more music coming. And
I will. I
Yes,
can't wait
and
to have
you-
some of your vegan fare.
Huh?
I can't wait to maybe sample some of your vegan fare. I know you cook
Oh.
some vegan dishes,
Well, I made it wasn't vegan, it was vegetarian. I made that burger with the black beans
Right, you
and
told me about that.
the I made it. Actually, I'm going to put it up on social media so you get a chance to look at it. And
Oh,
I put
good.
what do you call it? Veggie slaw on top. Then I had a veggie dip that was on top. A jalapeno pepper was on top. You'll see it. You're gonna say, "Oh my goodness, it came out really good."
Just reminded me I haven't eaten yet.
Me neither. No, I did have a little piece. Lotto made some pizza last night. It was really good. Yeah. Leslie,
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. And we will
Thank
be
you.
talking shortly. I will give you a buzz.
Okay.
And you're coming back. Don't forget.
I'll come back.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later.
See you later.
Alligator.
A bientôt.
I'm back. Did you enjoy that? Isn't Leslie, this young lady is so talented. I met her a couple of years ago. Jersey City has the Jersey City Jazz Festival that they have from, I think it's Riverside Park. Those of you who are from New Jersey know about it. And she was the MC that day. I was running the VIP lounge, and she came in, we started talking, we went to the after party, we hung out, and we're friends today. And I said, Leslie, I have to get you on the show. So remember the name, Lezlie Harrison on WBGO, okay? All right, so now everything else is done. The next part is to start stuffing. Now, like I mentioned to you before, I have some cream cheese, and I use cilantro, because the cameraman prefers cilantro. So this is what I do. Hold on. Let me just turn this around so it's easier when the time comes to roll. And you see how this steak, how wide it is compared to before. I think that before it was about that much. And the pounding is good. Plus I had the salt, I had the pepper, I had R.L. Schreiber seasoning on it. It's kind of warm. R.L. Schreiber seasoning on it, and that helped as well, okay? So, Here is my cream cheese. Now, you do not have to use cream cheese. You could use anything that you prefer. Actually, you can mix the cream cheese or take spinach and wrap it as well, okay? This was a request, like this is a restaurant, for it to be made this way. So you see what I'm doing? I'm just taking this and I'm putting it inside. Okay. I'm sure you've seen this done before, and it's very, very easy. What do I have? I have my handy cooking string. I didn't have this before until, you know what I was using? Pastelle string. It all does the same thing, okay? I have that. I have a little bit of cilantro. I'm just gonna add just for a little extra flavor. Okay, let's move this so you can see. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna start to roll, okay? I'm gonna roll like this. And if you can turn it on the inside. Turn this side on the inside again. And just keep rolling. We want this to be out a little. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Look how easy that was. Real easy. Okay, I have my string. I'm gonna take this, put it here. Okay, turn this around. And I'm going to make, now don't make it too tight. I think I told you I was doing some chicken one time. And you know the breast is very delicate. And I pulled the string and the string went right through. Luckily, I wasn't doing a show because y'all would have been laughing. Say, look at Rene, he's a mess. Okay, so I have another piece. Now, there are all different types of way that you can tie this. I'm just pulling it through. Let's do this. Look at that. I'm gonna do it again. Pull, oops, pull. And do it again. All right? I'm gonna take this long piece. When you cut the string, cut more than you need because you can always cut off the extra, okay? We'll bring this around, turn this like this, and I'm gonna tie it as such. My favorite word, as such, okay? There we go. We can cut off the extra string. There we are. We have one piece. Let's do another, okay? I have my other piece. I think on this piece I pounded so much. Look, a hole is in it, but that's okay. All right. I'm gonna do the same thing. You hear me? I'm gonna do. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Might as well use most of this. This. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice and thick and healthy. Healthy to the stomach. Let's add a little bit more of the cilantro. There we go. I don't want the container to melt. Okay, so we have this. I'm going to take this and we're going to roll again. Is that in the way? I'm going to roll again and roll and roll. There we go. Look at that. Okay. What are we going to do? We're going to take a string, and notice I didn't turn it in. The other one I showed that when you roll, you can turn it in and keep rolling. This one, if you can't do that, you can use this method and just roll and roll, okay? Here. I left a little extra at the end. Tie. Tie. This one, notice the difference from that. That's a regular tie. This one almost has like a bow in it. So when you're ready to serve, you just pull. So there's different ways, okay? If you forget, don't worry about it. It's not gonna mess up your food, okay? So we're gonna do this. We're gonna pull the string. Okay, this could have been a little further to the end. That's okay. We're gonna pull, push this through. And see what I told you, I have a lot of extra cooking string. Take this, wrap it around. Take this and tie. Okay. Now this one isn't as neat as that. Don't worry about it. The culinary people are not going to get on your case because the string doesn't look really nice. And remember, when you're ready to eat, you're going to cut the string off, and that's it. Okay, so I have my 2 pieces here. Look at this. So the next part is to take these, and I'm going to take them and put them in my little cast iron pan, if you can see it, my cast iron pan. And remember now, cast iron, it holds the heat longer than you would have a stainless steel. In restaurants, they use the stainless steel, and they're cooking real fast, and they need to get that pan. But there are a lot of restaurants also who use the cast iron, and I love cast iron. So invest in one. You can start with a small one. Once you use it, you'll love it. Remember, cast iron, do not put soap in it, okay? Don't put soap. Just take hot water, take your sponge, wipe it out, and you're gonna see the little oil on there, and that's what you need. Okay, so let me have a sip of wine. And I'll be back with this right after this break. See you in a second. Bye-bye.
Come to Hudson County Community College
for courses that transfer to 4-year schools
and provide credentials for in-demand careers.
They're the newest technologies and facilities anywhere.
And caring professors and staff to help me succeed.
A great education and full campus life.
All for a fraction of the cost of most 4-year schools.
Hudson County Community College.
Close to home.
Affordable.
High quality.
Life-changing.
Register now.
We're back from the commercial. I'm back. Still, we have our 2 pieces. What we did, we banged it, and we put saran wrap, and we banged it and got it nice and flat, just like you would do chicken breast. If you was going to make chicken parm, you want that chicken to be nice and thin. You're going to do the same thing with the beef, okay? Remember that commercial? Where's the beef? Wasn't that fun? Everybody loved that commercial. The lady, she was, where's the beef? I loved it. Okay, so my pan is nice and hot. What I'm going to do Oh, you hear that? That's what you want. You want that sizzle. The second piece. Woo! Isn't that nice? Now, this is not going to take long because all you want to do is just brown them on all parts. Because what you're going to do, you're going to take this and you're going to put it in the oven, and that's going to be it. Okay? So, you hear that? And it smells good because we have all of those seasonings. All right, so let's take a look. Oh my goodness, this is going to be, as my best friend Deborah says, the best. Oh yeah, this is good. Now remember, when you put stuff in the pan, you might have the heat up on the pan, but when you put anything in the pan, it drops a little and you have to wait until it comes back up. Okay? Excuse me. All right, so let's turn this. Woo! Look at that. You see what I'm doing? I'm just letting it cook just a couple of minutes on all sides. Wow, this is going to be to die for. And then when all of this is done, I'm going to show you the whole plate put together. I have some cheese ravioli that's going to sit on top of what? Some Mexican crema. It's a white Mexican crema sauce. So the ravioli is going to sit on top of that. I'm going to use some parsley. I'm going to sprinkle on top. And on top of our my rolls, I made some caramelized onions. I know y'all say, this is good. Rene, carry it on today. He was on cable, not cable, he was on network TV, so he's cooking his butt off. No, this is already planned. Okay. I want to turn this. Okay. This one I want to turn. You see how it's browning? Really, really simple. Really simple. Now I know people out there who like steak. Some like it well done. Some like it not well done. It depends on you. But I would use my handy thermometer that I had here a minute ago and insert it into it and see if the temperature is like 140 something degrees, 145, something like that. Okay? You got this nice and brown. Here's our last, all four. Oh, this one, look at that. The cream cheese is just gushing out. That means it's real good, right? Yeah, gushing out. Ooh, it smells good in here. Ooh. You need to try this because you really, really, really are going to love it. This is like the best. Oh my goodness. Now notice how the sizzle is going down, okay? But I'm gonna leave it as such. Let's give it another couple of seconds. I am telling you. Well, I hope everybody is really doing well. You know, we're dealing now with COVID. I think this should be the tail end of it. There are plenty places to go and get the shot or get tested. We did the test, and those who know me on social media, it was negative, and we were really happy for that. But there are so many places to get the shots. Yes, they're running out in New York, and we're here in New Jersey. But it's just something that we have to be grateful for, the fact that it's there and it's available for us. But still remember, when you come in, to wash your hands, okay? I use alcohol. I have a little bottle and I squeeze it, and I use the alcohol, and it doesn't dry up. I use that to clean my hands, okay? Sanitize. Let us see this. Ooh. Oh my goodness, child. This is gonna be smack your mama or your friend or your boyfriend or your girl. Smack them, because this is gonna be real good, especially with the ravioli and the sauce at the bottom. You're gonna be throwing down. So, I think this is good right here. Oop. I'm gonna turn that off, and then when I come back, everything is gonna be put together, okay? You're gonna be able to see the beef rolls. I'll cut the string off, the ravioli, sitting and, oh my God. I mean, it's just gonna be fabulous. And I thank you again for coming back and hanging with us. We have some more guests coming up, some other chefs that's coming up. His name is Chef Mark. He's going to be coming up, I believe, in another few weeks. Who else is coming? Oh, Chef Jonathan. Both of them, they are celebrity chefs, okay? Mark's name is Chef Mark, Remarkably Mark. I'm just getting mixed up. You'll see. It'll pop up. You're going to see. Sorry, Mark. It's Remarkably, Chef Remarkably. You'll see. Really good guy. He has a catering service. He's really, really good. Chef Jonathan is in California, and he is doing some filming. Like I said, he's a celebrity chef. He's going to be on the show. And then I got a couple of more people coming who's just going to sit back and they're going to talk, etc., etc. And I'm talking too much. This is just about done, and I'll be right back. Thank you. We'll have this all put together. See you in a minute.
Come to Hudson County Community College
for courses that transfer to four-year schools.
and provide credentials for in-demand careers.
They're the newest technologies and facilities anywhere.
And caring professors and staff to help me succeed.
A great education and full campus life.
All for a fraction of the cost of most four-year schools.
Hudson County Community College.
Close to home,
Affordable,
high quality.
life-changing.
Register now.
As cool temperatures are upon us, the first thing I think of is soup season and one-pot meal. R.L. Schreiber products are the perfect way to start your home-style recipes this season. With such a wide selection of concentrated stocks, chili peppers, and flavor-based products, let R.L. Schreiber be the beginning of your end result.